Hello, this is Hayley Morrison, Out Loud number 11. So it's 11th video. In fact, I tell a lie, could be the 12th. It depends if I'm going to post the other one I done this morning. So I did a video this morning. I was really tired and I was just slurring my words. I couldn't think. My brain was a bit just frozen. And if I'm honest, I still kind of feel like that a little bit now. But I had to go and have a little lie down. So I woke up a little bit more alive, I guess. I've just made myself a cup of coffee, had a drink of water, but I'm just picking. I've just had chocolate and I've had crisps. So I'm like, no, stop it. So I wanted to kind of lead on that from last week's video. So last week's video, I felt really good. It was probably the best I've felt since I've been doing these videos. Like, I was like, right. And even in the video, I said I'm not at my ideal weight or anything like that, but my mindset was really, really good. It's still kind of there. It's still good, except I'm not giving myself a hard time and I'm struggling to, keep up with the diet and everything. But there's a few realizations I've had on my own journey so far. So, like, I've talked about the fact that, belief systems are basically everything. So all of our decisions and our choices are based on what we believe about things. And then we react to situations, to people, to events, to things. We react, and how we react depends on those belief systems. Like, what is in our subconscious mind? What do we believe about this situation? Is this situation scary? Should we be comfortable and confident in this situation? Have I had an experience where this has come up before and we're fine? Or has an experience happened where, oh God, something really bad happened and this looks similar, and we kind of react based off of that? So, and I've also talked about how we are conditioned through life, through our parents, through our peers, through what we hear, through what we experience as well, which is like more sensory. So what we experience, or not necessarily sensory, but yeah, what we've actually been through physically and mentally ourselves, to come to the conclusions on when we make decisions each day, they're made based off them things. So what I'm doing is trying to get myself to become the best version of me. And that means stripping away all the negative belief systems I have. And to do that, I have to figure out what they are. But then something is literally just occurred to us. So people will say, oh, belief systems, negative beliefs, negative beliefs. What about the positive beliefs that are not right either? So, for example, I've recognized what I do. So why it's so hard for me to kind of stop eating that tasty food. Because at first I thought, in fact, I'm going to pause this because I need to take this call. I missed a call earlier when I went from a little snooze and I needed to get that. So let's see if I remember where I've just left off. So I reckon, I've come to a realization about what I do. So I'm finding that in the mornings, because I'll get up really positive, especially if I'm doing my morning routines, like affirmations, and have me water, and I'm feeling like quite accomplished straight away, feeling really good. But then what I've been doing is trying not to eat at 11, doing a little bit of intermittent fasting. But then when I'm getting hungry, this is one of my triggers. So when I'm getting hungry, even just a little bit hungry, so like I'm starving, but when I'm hungry, it's like I become a different person. So in the morning, I'm like, no, I can do this. Look at that dress. I can't wait to get in that dress comfortably. I'm absolutely fine. I've got this. And then it comes to like around 11ish, and I start to feel hungry. And it's honestly, it's like I have a personality. Maybe I've got a split personality, but it's like having a split personality, because my mood changes, and it's like I'm hungry, or I can't do it, and then I make excuses. Now here's what I've just realized. So everything is based on our belief systems, and we act based on our beliefs. When I'm in that mode, my belief systems, then my subconscious stuff, which has been the habit, creep back in. And those beliefs are that I'm telling myself, convincing myself, right? Oh, well, I can have this, I'll just calorie count it. I know it's not unhealthy, but at least I'll just put it in my calories. I never do my calories at the end of the day. I used to, but I haven't been. So I'll be like, oh, it's just my calories. And then I'll have something else. And then it'll be like, oh, well, I'm going out later for like a long walk, so I know I'm going to burn off extra than I normally do. And like, so I started telling myself all these things to try and convince myself that it's okay just to stuff my face with chocolate and crisps. Now, in that moment, this is not coming from a negative belief. Maybe it was a negative trigger why I've kind of turned to food initially, which is something I need to look into why I'm doing it. But my belief system in that moment is telling me that it's okay to have this. It's okay because I can go on the calories. I'm justifying the actions. So I'm not sad when I'm about to eat that thing. I'm giving myself like a reward, like, you know, I deserve it, I've done this, or, you know, it's just this, and I'm doing that. And that's where my belief system needs to change. I need to somehow recognize I'm going into that moment, and I kind of do. And I try and ask myself, why am I feeling like this? Why do I want this? And then it's just like, phew, that voice goes out of my head. And it's this new voice, which is just like, get the bloody biscuit. I'll get the chocolate. I'll get the crisp. So I need to kind of have something written down to say, I'm sure I mentioned this in one of my other videos that I learned of somebody. It says things like, right, you say to yourself, right, you're allowed to have this, however, do this first. And this thing that you're going to do first is meant to bridge that gap between that initial one and just taking it. And, you know, it's meant to kind of, not bridge the gap, but give it a gap. Give it some space before you make that decision. So I need to think of something I can do. So when I'm thinking, oh, well, I'll stick it in my calories, I need to think of something else, like, you know, this is chocolate. I've had chocolate yesterday and the day before. So it doesn't matter whether I'm going to put in my calories. Like, I can absolutely not have this. It's not good for my health. Like, I need to think of something that is going to sway me from doing that. So there's also the other thing, which I've said in previous videos, which is just, if the temptation's there too much, get yourself away from temptation. But sometimes you can't. So obviously I'm in a household with a child who is now having packed lunches. So she's got this, there's always stuff in. I do kids parties, which I'm going to be having a break from. But I've got loads of, like, I'm not into sweets really. Sweets aren't my thing, but like chocolate and crisps and stuff like that. So it's quite bad really. But I'm realizing that that's something I need to work on and try, because like I put in my video last week, it's all about trying, and everybody's different. Everybody's values and wants are different. Everybody's got different limits of what they will do and what they obviously won't do. So everybody's different. It's just trying to find out what works for you. There's not one thing I think that people can say, do this and it'll work, because if they say work for me, they're not you. So we are all different. So it doesn't mean it's, and then when it doesn't work for you, you think, oh well, it's me, and I'm never going to fix this. I'll get out of this situation. And it's weird, because if I had somebody else, I think this is my biggest thing, by the way, if I had somebody else to hold me accountable and I knew I was responsible for them, then I think I'd be okay. But, and I've tried this in the past with some of my friends, like we've had accountability partners, but what will happen is one person will not text one day, and then the other person doesn't, and then it just fades away. Now, because of sometimes my previous lack of discipline, that would be me dropping off. So I need someone who is going to like really be there and go 100% in and be like, every single day, Hayley, like, what have you ate today? Or even if they say, Hayley, come on, I'm struggling today, I need your help, let's do something. So then I'm thinking, oh no, I need to do this for them because they're struggling. This is what I need. This is why it doesn't matter about education and lessons. I feel like I've got enough general knowledge on what I can do. It's the doing, and I keep saying this as well, it's the doing. For me, it's just the doing it, and sometimes the doing it takes, you know, willpower and discipline, and it's not always as easy as that. You have to get into that belief system first. And my belief system has got glitches. So my belief, I might say to myself in the morning, I'm very health conscious, very health conscious. You know, I eat a nice balanced diet. I love my body loves me. I'm going to make good decisions today, right? So that's what I'm telling myself. Those are my belief systems which get me through my morning. But then hunger is my trigger. Not just hunger, there's bloody stress and other things as well, but that's one of my triggers, is when I start feeling a bit hungry. Everything goes out the window and I just want to eat everything. So I need to have something to intervene with that. One of them is I can't really be doing intermittent fasting this early on because I feel like I just want to binge. So I've recognised that actually, no, I can't wait till 11 o'clock to eat something. I have to get up, maybe take Ruby to school, walk a dog, and then maybe, even if it's healthy, have something. And I've got more chance of eating healthy in that morning because I know that I can do it and I'm strong and I am disciplined. So having some fruit or having a fruit smoothie, having some boiled eggs in the morning, I'm going to have to start doing. So then it's tidiness over, and then I've got time to plan what I'm going to have for my lunch, and I'm not going to be starving in that trigger. But at the minute, it is Christmas in like 3 days. So I think everybody is indulging. I can't even speak. Everybody is indulging a little bit. So I'm going to cut myself a little slack, and I'm just going to, try and pace myself, like having a cup of coffee, and I'm hopefully just not going to really eat much for the rest of the day. I've probably had enough calories, if I'm honest. I may have a few left, but if I can kind of go without, that's probably best. So yeah, so that's where I am. But like I say, I'm still feeling gratitude, positive. And what I have been doing is clearing out my computer, my desk, organization, like getting everything kind of tidied and set, tidy house, tidy mind. And I've even been going and deleting loads of emails and trying to clear my email box up a little bit, make it more organized. Like it used to be, I had little files, folders for things. And then when I went and done the temp job, they had the folders for things as well. And I was like, oh, kind of remind us just to get back on track. Oh, no. It's saying it's signing us out. So I don't know what's happening with it. So I'm signed in on another computer. David's not even downstairs, so I don't know what's happening. But anyway, I've got a few things to do. So I had a little bit of a lie down. Thankfully, David's dad's going to pick Ruby up. So I think I'm going to have me a cup of coffee, make sure, see if it makes us feel a little bit better. I know I shouldn't be really good with coffee, but I haven't had one today, so I'm going to have one. And I'm going to finish organising this table and write down my list of the things I need to do before Christmas. There's a few little things. So I'm quite organised this year, actually. I'm not like flapping or anything. I've Ruby sorted. But yeah, so if you watch this, I hope you're doing okay. Always remember, you can reach out if you want to chat on my social media or on YouTube. And it's just reminded that somebody commented a few weeks ago, and I keep thinking, I need to reply. What am I going to do? A little lovely notes I've been highlighting up today. So I'm going to put reply to comment on Good Life Guru. Quiety. There you go. So I'll not forget to do it. But yeah, getting in a habit of doing that. But yeah, definitely reach out if you are struggling. I'm not saying I can help you or I'm going to have the answers, but even if it's just to be an ear to listen and let you have a good rant. Like I'm a fixer, so sometimes I want to kind of go, have you tried this? Have you tried this? And this is what I'm learning enough to do. I'm learning just to listen, because everybody's different and they need to come to the realization themselves. It's the best way. So anyway, peace out, and I will be recording a video next week. So have a lovely Christmas if you watched before then. If not, I hope you will. Ciao for now.